Hello and welcome back to my channel. It's so good to have you here. If you don't know me, my name is Melissa and I tend to post videos about Bath & Body Works, hygiene, body care, self-care, all that kind of good stuff, as well as decluttering and cleaning motivation. So if those are some topics that you enjoy watching videos about, then make sure you subscribe to my channel down below. And what we are going to be doing for today's video is we are going to be delving deeper into a new fragrance that Bath & Body Works just released called Pink Pineapple Sunrise, and actually comparing it to one of their older fragrances called Fiji Pineapple Palm. Let's get started. Just to preface this, before we get started into looking at this fragrance comparison, for those who don't know me very well, I actually have been a manager at Bath & Body Works on and off for about 6 years, so all of my knowledge will be based off of that experience or also just kind of my own personal interest into researching these kinds of things. So let's get started. First of all, let's take a look at the new packaging of this brand new fragrance called Pink Pineapple Sunrise. So this is what the fragrance looks like. I happen to have the shower gel and the fine fragrance mist in the full sizes, and I do also have a travel size of the body cream, and it looks just like this. But the fragrance that I'm going to be comparing this new one to is this one from 2017. And what I have left of this fragrance is the fine fragrance mist and the body lotion. So as you can see, this one is green, and the fine fragrance mist, they did for a while kind of go back and forth between doing round bottles versus square bottles. I feel like sometimes they still do that, just not as of lately, but this one was in a rectangular bottle for whatever reason. Just in case if you were on a cliffhanger and that's why you looked up this video, no, the two fragrances are not the same. They are indeed different. So the new fragrance, Pink Pineapple Sunrise, has notes of sweet pink pineapple, palm sugar, and sun-drenched nectar. Now compare that to the old fragrance, Fiji Pineapple Palm. The notes are island pineapple, mango nectar, palm leaf, toasted sugar cane, and white musk. So while there are some differences in the notes, Bath & Body Works is very well known for discontinuing old fragrances and bringing them back new with new names, new packaging, new labels, new notes sometimes, even though they aren't new notes. But these do have very similar notes. Starting off, they both have the note of some variation of a pineapple. Something that the old fragrance has that the new one does not is mango nectar, and I do think that this is kind of the key variance between the two, is that this one you can tell that there's mango in it, while this one you can tell there is not mango in it. The next note is palm sugar, which this one does have both palm leaf and sugar cane, so you can kind of argue that that is essentially kind of the same vibe that they're going for. And then sun-drenched nectar, once again, that could kind of be translated as mango, but this one just says white musk, which honestly I feel like they kind of just use musk as an excuse to add an additional note on there. Something with the older fragrances to note is that I've noticed back in the day with the descriptions on the bottle, they used to be a little more descriptive and add more notes on the bottle, while the newer fragrances tend to leave it a little more simplistic and easy to understand, leaving just key notes, maybe no more than 3 notes at a time. But on these ones, they tend to have, maybe upward to 5 notes, and they even used to break it down from top notes, middle notes, to base notes. You'll have to let me know in the comments, did you prefer it when they did the breakdown of notes and had more notes included, or do you like the more simplistic approach when listing the notes on the bottle? I tend to like the old style better that they used to do, because the more descriptive the fragrance, the more I can kind of understand what it is I'm smelling, because it doesn't mean that the newer fragrances have less notes in them. It just means there's more hidden notes in it, and they just kind of want you to focus on a few. All of their fragrances are quite in-depth, and so I do like it when they have more of the breakdown of everything that's you're smelling inside the fragrance. So anyways, let's get this tried on and kind of do some comparison with sniffing. So I have the body cream and the body lotion. I'm going to put Pink Pineapple Sunrise on my left hand and then the Fiji Pineapple Palm on my right. So first, it's important when trying on a fragrance to always try it on, first of all. When you want to know if you like it or not, body chemistry does come into play. So a fragrance will smell different on your sister or your mom or somebody else than it will on you. So it is good to try it on and not just go based on what it smells like in the bottle. So the Pink Pineapple Sunrise, definitely, it's pineapple all the way. It smells just like pineapple to me. I do get a little bit hint of maybe a floral note in there or something a little more girly, if that makes sense. Let's try on some of the lotion of the Fiji Pineapple Palm. This one is kind of a tail end because this one's from 2017, like I said. So it is a little bit older and maybe a little harder to get out of the bottle. Okay. So this is the hand to the respective fragrance. So on the Pink Pineapple Sunrise, to me, it's more of a citrusy tart pineapple, while the Fiji Pineapple Palm is more of a sweet toned down blend of pineapple with other tropical fragrances inside. If you were to ask me which fragrance were more straightforward pineapple, I think I would have to say the Pink Pineapple Sunrise is more of a straightforward pineapple fragrance. Fiji Pineapple Palm, that mango nectar is really influencing this, bringing it more of a blend of other tropical fruits as well, while this is a little more citrusy, pack-a-punch pineapple. So the last thing I'm gonna do is it's also important, to let the fragrance wear off a little while, but also I'm going to layer. So if you lotion first and you layer on the fragrance second, that's really gonna help lock in that fragrance for you and keep it longer lasting so that you can have a long wear all throughout the day. So I'm going to spray right where I applied the lotion. Also, another key tip is don't rub in your spray. Let it air dry, because that way rubbing together the fragrance molecules won't kind of like influence and dissipate the fragrance more intensely. So we're just gonna air dry it. All right, and then on the other hand, we've got the older fragrance, the Fiji Pineapple Palm. Once again, fragrance to each hand. I have a little more insight. So now that the spray has locked in the fragrance and more of those notes can pop out and it can kind of mix with my body chemistry a little more. With the Pink Pineapple Sunrise, I do get a sense of maybe a floral in there, a little more citrusy. It almost kind of reminds me of when they have like a berry or a citrus note in it. That's what I'm getting from this one. While this one does have more of a richness and more of a depth to it. There's almost like a coconut note in this one that leads it almost more gourmand, while this one's more of a true fruity, citrusy fragrance. Once again, all of this information is subject to my skin type. I know that my skin type tends to do better with sweeter fragrances, richer fragrances, and that florals sometimes kind of do weird things. So it's important to kind of play with your own skin type and see what works well for you. Now leads to the question, which one smells better? I don't know. That's a tough question because I'm happy with both fragrances. I will gladly wear either of them. But for me personally, between my personal taste and also how my body chemistry works, I'm leaning towards Fiji Pineapple Palm being the favorite. That does not mean though that I will not enjoy some Pink Pineapple Sunrise this summer. I think this is a great second choice. If you used to love the Fiji Pineapple Palm, then definitely give this one a try and see what you think. You know, maybe it'll be close enough to satisfy that craving for an old favorite. Or if you tend to like the more tart, juicy fragrances that are a little more zesty, zingy, then maybe this is the one for you. If you enjoyed this fragrance comparison style of video, I had actually done one back in the fall, winter candy apple versus coconut candy apple. So if you have any questions about those fragrances, definitely check out that video up in the cards above. Either way, I hope this video helped you make some decisions with your Bath & Body Works shopping today. Let me know down in the comments below if you have a fragrance you would like me to compare to each other, and I will be seeing you in my next video. Bye.